Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing a Mummy Venom Mage of Gozag, and since we just finished up the swamp, I thought I would go explore Elf. Elf has, as I understand it, changed. I don't know how much it's changed. I think the main difference is just that several of the Elf types have been collapsed into a single, stronger Deep Elf Mage. And Grunt is working on more substantive changes. Well, I say that as if what he's currently done isn't substantive, which it is. But I don't know if Deep Elf Elementalists exist yet. That would be interesting. Oh man. Deep Elf Magi, normally when you come into Elf, they're like total popcorn trash, nobody cares about them. And now they're yellow. And I'm like, these guys are going to be everywhere, right? Because the vaults put them just all over the place. So my conclusion is that Elf is going to be harder than I'm used to. But I'm interested in trying it out. So, and Poison should still be pretty good, right? Alright, this one looks like a Fire Elementalist. Who's the one in the back there? What is he? They have, like, I think 6 different spell sets they could have. That are all, like, meaningfully different. Nicola. Oh, he's asleep, though. Oh, but he has a Rapier of Electrocution. That would be an upgrade from this dagger. And he could have... That cloak could be good. So... I would like to kill Nicola, but I don't think I would like it enough to actually fight him. I should be wearing this ring of protection from fire. So we're just going to leave Nicola alone and hope nothing wakes him up. And if it does, then it does. But, well, let's take this and this and this. And I don't think I need enchant armor right now, do I? Yeah, I would enchant those boots. And I can just drop this stupid leather armor that I've been carrying for decades. And did I pick up any of the scrolls I wanted to use? Yes, the enchant weapon on the quick blade, please. There's an air elemental in here. Okay. Well, quick blade of flaming makes short work of him. More deep elf mages. Fire elementalist again. I like, so far, the fact that I'm discovering what kind of mage it is. Because before, I used to not care one bit what the mages did. They just like sort of flailed around and then died. So far, they haven't really been very threatening. Except that one we found really early and then lucked out on in that he didn't really feel like fighting us. But at least for now, I'm very concerned about like how they could become threatening. And maybe this will stop being true once I get used to them. I'll be like, oh, deep elves are not threatening and blah, 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 because I've got these particular resists or stats or whatever. But so far, anyway, even if it's just because of my unfamiliarity, I like them better. They're more interesting because I don't know what to expect from them. Nice, he hit himself with lightning. And missed me twice. Earth Elemental, Dancing Weapons. Yeah, right, that's the other thing he did. He added a bunch more stuff to Elf's monster list so that it's not just a bunch of squishy mages over and over. Oh, it's a Trident of Holy Wrath? No way! Get out! That's not nice at all. This Earth Elemental is taking quite a beating. Okay, there we go. We got him. Yeah, this is kind of fun. I mean, I don't know exactly how thematically it makes sense that there are just elementals hanging out in the Elven Halls. We could maybe come up with a justification for that. Deep Elf Archers. Oh, those didn't exist before. There were Deep Elf Master Archers. I think this is what he turned Deep Elf Fighters into, maybe? And he took away Deep Elf Priests as well. Oh, I should be wearing my Amulet of Reflection now. There's going to be all kinds of stuff that I'm going to want to reflect. Are they too dumb to get in here? Is that what's happening? Where is the short sword? It's right there, okay. Yeah, so he added a bunch of elementals and dancing weapons to the spawn lists as well as changing around the elves. And I like it so far. Okay, books. We got books. I love that book. I like this book. This one's probably good, right? Not really. Book of Beasts. We could get Mana Viper out of this, I think. But I don't know if I want to invest in hexes for that. That's just terrible. I don't want maledictions, right? Yeah. Okay. And Book of Clouds, like, I mean, I love me some Freezing Cloud. Actually, Poisonous Cloud, like, might be castable because I have all this investment in poison, and I wouldn't mind learning up some air, but I don't know. Does it really help? Not as much as being able to cast, like, haste, basically. Oh, that's right! There's this new spell! I forgot about this. This one's new. So it's level 5. What is the deal with this? Tears apart the bonds that bind enchantments to the target creature, transforming the magic into a spray of deadly mutagenic radiation. So, my understanding of this spell is that if an enemy is hasted or has repel missiles or whatever buffs they have on, if they're invisible, you can cast this spell on them. It's a hex, and the magic power holding together the hex, dissolves and sticks to them like radiation. And they, like, take, I think, about as much damage as a fireball and possibly get malmutated. I'm not sure. In addition to losing their buff. So it's quite strong. I think. I don't know. We're not going to use it this game, but it's I had forgotten it existed, and it's pretty cool. Seems pretty cool anyway. But I'm going to buy these books. And learn repel missiles, absolutely. Cast it. And memorize haste? I mean, I would love to be able to cast haste. But, I don't know, I shouldn't have bought this. I'm going to just leave it on the ground. It's just, knowing it's there is great. Ooh, a Lagitang. If that were like a particularly good Lagitang, I could see myself, it's cursed, whatever, switching away from short blades. Because Lagitangs also don't take a ton of experience to get online, but they can be pretty good. So they're sort of a common weapon for spellcasters to use because they don't take a ton of investment, but can dish out quite a lot of damage. Speaking of which, yeah, we haven't seen any better Lajitangs. Oh, I should tell Grunt that I'm doing Elf. There's certainly a lot more variety than there used to be. Does he have to spell Undead? No. Let's get some Ice Beasts. Like, I don't know exactly how much that's going to help, but it'll at least have fewer monsters adjacent to me at a time. Yeah, that went pretty okay. Okay, so Deep Elf Death Mages still exist. That was something I wasn't sure of until earlier today when I double-checked. Can they dispel Undead? No. Reference book on black magic has Death Channel. That's a good one. You know, but I'm sort of putting my money on summoning at the moment. I don't want to switch to... Like, Death Channel is like the only necromancy spell that I could usefully use this game. So I'm not gonna... Oh, is he gonna come watch? No. He just wanted to see what version I'm playing on or something. Don't bother enchanting anything. Looks like Nicola slept through all this, and that's... Is that fine? Do I try my luck? I have electricity resistance. Well, I woke him up. Is he... No, okay, he doesn't have electricity resistance this game. Yeah, hi Grunt. Yes, I was teasing him earlier. I said we needed Deep Elf Spark Mages, since he added the Spark Wasps as well. And then he happened to tune in while I was fighting Nicola. Wow. That's a plus 10 rapier there. But it isn't electrocution. I did want to see this, though. Plus 0. Yeah, alright, well, I'm not going to use that. Wait, what? There's a scroll of enchanted weapon on the ground. Okay, well, I can grab that later. So what is the deal with Deep Elf Archers? He has confused. So he has all these enchants that don't do anything, and he has repel missiles. So if we had that hexing spell, we could use it on him. Can he see invisible? I assume not. Deep Elf Mage can't. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Oh my gosh, apparently my repel missiles is just not good enough to stand up under this barrage. I need to kill some of these guys. I need to kill all of them, of course. Apparently not. Okay. Good to know. Thanks for doing the research there, Grunt. And there's all these just elementals scattered about the place. That's the axe. Let's go chase down the mage first, I suppose. They're like really sleepy in here. All this stuff is not dying as fast as I would like. Wow, what? This thing like takes 0 damage. All right, let's get a potion petition. Just get heal wounds and curing, I guess, is fine. I don't understand why this dire flail protection is literally healing faster than we can hurt it. Am I missing something? I'm using my weapon. I have Azukubu's armor on. It just has too much AC because of the protection brand that my quick blade isn't doing enough damage, I guess. Alright, well, let's get some more potions up. I guess just haste. I would really like might or something. Might and agility, okay. Let's try killing the hand axe first. Alright, heal wounds. What is going on in here, honestly? I mean, I'm mighty, I'm agile. I really ought to be able to kill this thing. Yeah, he agrees with me on that one. Okay. That was weird. I don't know why that particular weapon... I guess it was the protection brand, really. Alright, so have sorcerers changed at all? They look about the same. Let's see, so the sorcerers can see invisible, but the mage and the knight, I believe, cannot. So that's something we could consider doing. Oh, it does exist. Nice. That sounds awful. So they have Awaken Earth is the main thing they have. Oh, and Freezing Cloud and Fireball. Oh my god, what jerks. Some rock walls to create earth elementals. So this is so you can't dig kill holes, basically. So that's cute. They have an earth spell, a cold spell, a fire spell, and an air spell, and haste. All right, sure. That's pretty cool. So this, by the way, is just like something I like about playing online, is that, you know, there's a community of people. And, you know, I'm a developer of the game, but until recently, I was just some jerk submitting patches every so often. And, you know, you can talk to Grunt, like the guy who's making these changes, and tell him what you think about him. And he shows up to make fun of you. It's great. Like, I love it. All right, let's Let's get a potion petition. I don't like where this is going. Haste and agility seems fine. This mage, I think, casts lightning bolt at me, so he's an air mage. Or maybe that's the one outside. I don't know about the one next to me. Okay, so I don't know. It's kind of hard carrying on the conversation with you guys, who really, honestly, you're not holding up your end of the conversation. You're not saying anything, while also keeping up with Grunt as well. All right, so here's like a ton of elves that hopefully we can get some effective toxic radiance on. So I'm noticing that like I don't really care what kind of mage they are right now. Earlier it was sort of interesting because they were a new and rare threat. But now there seem to be enough of them and they haven't presented any threat to me yet, so I'm not too concerned about it. Something to keep in mind. I don't really want a longbow or that blowgun, really. I don't know. I mean, let's buy it. Sure. Certainly a lot better than the one I got, so. See, like, I'm not even really finding out what kind of mage this is that I'm fighting most of the time. The scary thing is the increased number of non-elf threats. What? Oh, he's invisible. Whatever, man. Oh my gosh, stop blinking away, these jerks. Ah! These guys are going to kill themselves eventually with my Amulet of Reflection. That's the plan. Is he like, how do they feel about electricity? They don't mind too much, but they're not immune. That's sort of a bug, right? It says it's ruined, and then as soon as I look at it, it updates to what kind it is. I see. I mean, I don't really see. I don't know. Order of some code, I don't know. It doesn't really mean a lot to me, but it tells me that he has some vague idea of what's going on, but doesn't really know. Which I think is what he was trying to tell me. Boy, this half of Elf has gone kind of slowly compared to Elf 1. Which I guess is not a surprise, right? It's supposed to get harder as you go deeper. I think. Maybe they use the same spawn tables in 1 and 2. I don't actually know. I don't really want to go to the Hall of Blades. I already have a quick blade, and I don't want a high-powered weapon of some other type. So, down to L3, huh? Time to... Oh, okay. Well, that must be the vault. Thanks for letting me know, Gozag. Oh, nice. Little stars. So let's, like somewhere up here is probably where the vault starts. So I'll just mark that area as excluded. Battle Axe of Chopping. That's kind of scary. All right, I think we got him. There he goes. A new book. Necromancy. If only I could learn regeneration, that would be pretty cool. Control Undead is alright, but I don't want to invest in necromancy. Like, I have all these, like, kind of okay necromancy spells. It's like, gosh, I wish I had that spell, but it's not enough to make me learn necromancy. And you would sort of think that having enough of those spells would add up to being worth learning necromancy, but I don't think it actually does. Not on a mummy where every skill you invest in is like writing the great American novel or something. I don't know if that makes any sense as an idiom, but like it's just really hard, is what I'm saying, to get a new skill up and going. That Deep Elf Archer seemed very confused about how to get to me. I think he was just going like this over and over, which is incorrect as a way to get to me. Somebody, I think it was Doi, fixed a problem, a long-standing problem with how monsters path around to you when you're like around a corner in a certain way. Oh, a demonologist I don't like at all. Oh wait, I'm a mummy. Fiends can't torment me. I mean, it's still not great to have fiends show up, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Bleh. This is a little bit too open of an area to engage all this stuff in, it feels like. But I can't really duck back. I don't know. I could try making a kill hole. There's no Deep Elf Elementalists here. So let's just try it. Yeah, so there could be some Deep Elf Elementalists around the corner somewhere. And I suspect that if I tried this in the Rune Vault, it wouldn't really work. Even here, it might not work. But I'm excited to see how it doesn't work. And I looked around and I didn't see any Elementalists, so... yeah, it's like I said, sorry that I'm a little bit quiet here. I hope you guys are just enjoying the interplay between me and Grunt. He doesn't know it, but he's a special guest on today's episode. Okay, so what is this doing? He says hi. Runt says hi to YouTube. Hi, that's you guys, I guess. Okay, so here is the bad place, which is where I would ordinarily, like, I would dig a kill hole right here. And you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Here we go. This is the very kill hole I would have built if I didn't know anything about the elf changes. Let's just pretend that I have no idea that there are new elves down here. I'm excited to see how it goes. I would love... Well, I wouldn't love to be killed, but I would love to be almost killed. Let's put it that way. There's a fire elemental. That's already new. He forgot about me. Hello. All right, I got one. You know what? Let's dig one more hole so that it's harder for them to blink away. Or when they do blink away, they won't get as far. Ooh, a new amulet. Dismissal, that's a new one. Generates a blah, 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 blah. So I don't really want that, but it's cool. Something you might use like to ninja the orb, for example. Probably. Seems like it would be okay for that. More deep elf mages, all right. Let's just kill them. So even if the deep elf elementalists turned up right now and like made this kill hole totally ineffective, I think it's already like been worth it. If like there's a deep elf elementalist who turned up right now and like just blasted me out of existence by turning this whole place into elementals and I had to teleport away, I would still kill hole next game because I've handled... What? Ice Beasts. That was the old deep elf mages. But okay, fine. It's a cold flavored ice mage. Or elf mage. I think that it's still effective to kill hole elf 3. When an elementalist turns up, you know, I'll have to do something different. But this has really thinned the herd a lot. Come on, come in here. I'm in here. It's not summoned, it's real. Okay. That makes sense. I guess I'll try poisoning it, like... Oh my gosh, these guys, please stop shapeshifting. Ugh, they heal so much when they shift. He's almost dead. Just don't shift before I get a chance to kill you. Ow! I guess I am not handling this very well. Oh my gosh, my wand of heal wounds is empty. What have I done? Potion petition, please. I got hasted, right? Now let's try another one for heal wounds and curing. All right, now we'll just go back to mindlessly tabbing him like an idiot. Okay, instead of that, let's blast him with something. I got Wand of Cold. Got him. And let's recharge. Holy cow, let's recharge the Wand of Heal Wounds. And let's put the Wand of Heal Wounds on capital H. Let's put the Wand of Hasting on lowercase h. And like, I'm gonna forget, so let's put the Scrolls of Recharging on R. No, R is terrible. Put it on capital R. Let's, yeah, now R is something I can't read. That's good. And I can't, yeah, okay. I saw you. There was an elf right here. Let's go. What the? Ugh. All right, let's just leave. Teleport, teleport. Where is it? Okay, yes. Before things get as bad as they did with the acid blob. Oh, I'm attacking him with a quick blade of flaming accidentally. I meant to use electrocution, of course, since he was a friggin' Balrog. All right, that was poorly managed. It is a weirdly shaped. I guess we just got, like, it's like a honeycomb thing, or hexes or something. Hell Sentinel. Just please let the Demonologist get here before the Hell Sentinel. Because I think if the Hell Sentinel shows up, I'm going to have to teleport. What, are they immune to electricity or anything? Yes. Alright, but he didn't. It's just this Deep Elf Demonologist. More Demonologists. A great thing to run away from. Oh, let's keep Repel Missiles up. I can't be forgetting that. Whoa, hey! That's not cool at all. All right, that'll do. Okay, so he's telling me what the name of the vault is. I don't particularly care right now while I'm fighting, but... So he's talking about the monsters using patrolling, which is when you're defining a map or a vault, you can set monsters to have patrolling mode, which is where they... Since the end of the tournament, okay. Which is that when something... Like, you put down a monster, right, in a vault, and it spawns at a particular place, wherever you put it. And then, but if something, if the player makes noise or whatever, then the monster, of course, moves away from that area. chase down the player. But if the monster is set to patrolling, then when it loses track of the player, instead of just wandering away, it goes back to where it was placed in the map. So it's not something you use very commonly when defining a vault. There's not a lot of places where it makes much sense. But here, like, it works pretty well for elves. Because you don't want them to be so easy to do what I'm doing right now, to kill hold them. You want them to like go back into the vault so that they're all together rather than getting pulled out one at a time. If it's just the demonologist here, I'll try to fight him. Okay, so what's this guy's deal? I mean, I looked at him earlier, but yeah. We can grab one or maybe two of them this way, I think. And if the elementalist doesn't come, then we can keep using this kill hole. Boy, we've gone through a lot of gold down here in Elf on potion petitions. Plus, I think we bought something, didn't we? All right, there's this elementalist, and so we really want to fight him out in the open. Like, he can't do anything to us out in the open. Fireball and Freezing Cloud both seem pretty wimpy. So that's what I would like to do, is get just his attention. Fight him out in the open, and then go back to kill-holing everything else. But if it seems like if you can isolate them from everything else, you can kill hole everything else, and get them in the open. And I mean, like, if you had different resists, then, you know, Fireball and Freezing Cloud could be a problem for you. Ow. Okay. So, I mean, this is... How does this compare to how Elf usually is I guess the question that I am asking myself, and that Grunt is sort of trying to discover the answer to as well. It seems like not hugely different. Like, it's a little bit more dangerous in that I have to dive deeper into this area in order to get going. But it's functionally the same. I'm dragging everything back to this same kill hole. The elementalists aren't really stopping me. I mean, there's only been one. Maybe if I had seen more, it would be a different story. But on the whole, it seems like actually a somewhat more tedious experience. Because I can still do the kill holing. It's still effective. It's just even less fun than it used to be. Right, we're having to pull the elves one at a time because the others all go back to sleep in patrolling mode or whatever. But really, he cast that at me and like he missed? I hear rumbling. All right. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can hear my neighbor playing the guitar. I hope not. He's not a great guitar player. I don't know anything about guitar playing, honestly, but I have been told he's not the greatest guitar player, and you know, just hearing him through the wall, you know, it almost wouldn't matter how good a guitar player he is. It wouldn't be very nice to listen to. Okay, well that was a little exciting. We had to fight 4 monsters at a time. I don't know if I had to, but I certainly got bored and chose to. Come on, guys. There's another elementalist. That's cool. I don't know that I've actually seen this elf vault. I don't remember it very well. Okay, so it's getting a little interesting in here. And like the question is, do we let that happen? Or do we just do the boring thing and go back to kill holing? Which I was reading a post on Crazy Youth's Corner on the forums, which, you know, take with a grain of salt anything you hear there. But I mean, it was DPEG was posting about it, like, also. Oh, this is messy, actually. About how that's something that, like, you can perceive as a problem with crawl, is that when you get enough skill, it's sort of like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. I got a little too aggressive. Whoa! That hurt a lot. I'm glad I'm teleporting, but the question is, what do I do now? Do I blink away? Do I heal? I think I'm going to blink away. I don't want to die in here, and I think I can get far enough away that they can't immediately hit me. Like here. Didn't actually help as much as I would have liked. So let's heal. Okay, and we're out. Is that you start to realize, and I think this isn't just like about crawl, it's about a lot of games in general, that you have enough mastery of, call it the content, that let's try on this robe actually. Where did it go? A ripped robe. Ooh. That's actually worth considering. It would improve my fire resistance a lot. It kind of has less total resistance than the other things. I do want that magic resistance. It's quite useful. And at the moment, I have no good way to replace it. I could lose 1 pip, but I don't really want to lose 2. So if I had like a ring of protection from magic that I could swap on in exchange for my ring of protection from fire, then maybe I would make that switch. But right now I don't. So anyway, that you get enough mastery of the content that you realize you can sort of just play the game in a very safe manner and generally win, which is sort of the stage that I don't know that I've gotten to the point where I can like always win, but I can typically win a game, at least if I don't get extremely unlucky in the early game, which is where it's the most dangerous. And then you're sort of at this point where it's like, but that's not actually that much fun playing the same, not that challenging plan every game. And you're left with the question of, you know, do you continue to play that way and, you know, mostly win but maybe not have that much fun because the game isn't that challenging, or do you do something less careful or choose some different conducts for yourself, like doing speed runs, trying to win as quickly as you can rather than just try to win, as ways to make the game interesting to yourself once you've sort of mastered it. Which, again, I don't want to say that I've completely mastered crawl, but like I can generally win if that's what I want to do. I don't know. I mean, you know, my win rate is still only like 11%, but that's quite high for crawl, and it's not like I just play the easiest classes all the time by characters by any means. You know, we're playing a mummy here, and we have a win if we want it and we don't get too careless. So I was just thinking about that when I was like, now do I charge into elf? I'm getting kind of sick of, you know, doing the boring thing of peeling monsters out one at a time. And also, you know, Grunt wants to see me get killed. So, or do I just continue playing carefully and run back to my kill hole to drag back one more monster? You know, it's not a fun choice to have to make. But this is not to say that I don't like crawl. I mean, I play it because I have a lot of fun, and I enjoy the tactical stuff that comes up. And it does seem like it comes up more in the early game, when you are relatively powerless compared to like how we are now. You know, the monsters in this area are scary, but we're really like strong enough that we can handle them. And it's like you don't really need to use a lot of your limited resources. It's not like I'm going to run out of gold on potion petitions, right? It's not a resource that I'm choosing how much of to use. It was said in this post that it goes from being a strategic resource to being like a mistake band-aid. Like, oh, I made a mistake. Let me just use a potion petition and everything's going to be fine. Or a potion of heal wounds or whatever. And you know, you can still pre-buff. Like, I know a tough fight is coming up, so I'm gonna use a potion of might or something. What happened to this guy? He was like throwing hellfire at me a second ago. But in some sense, that's not like strategic use of resources. It's just like I have as much potion petitions as I realistically could want in this game. It's going to be pretty hard for me to run out, really. It's actually kind of a lot of Deep Elf Knights all of a sudden. I don't know how all these guys up here showed up, but I'm just going to drag them back to the kill hole. There's no elementalists around, so... So, I mean, I don't know how much of that post I agree with, but I find it interesting, and some of it certainly rang true with me. To me? Rang true to me? I think either one is okay. That acid bolt is nasty. And, you know, this elf kill-holing sort of made me think about it. Like, I remember how much more exciting elf was before I learned that you could do this, right? And it was more fun too. It was more dangerous. I died. Well, actually, I don't think I ever did die in elf 3. But I got into much less controlled situations, shall we say. But it was a lot of fun, you know, charging in here with an army of demons from Mokleb or whatever. And it would... I really appreciate the effort that Grunt and Wheels are going to on Elf to make the optimal strategy for Elf be one that is fun. So it's not like kill-holing is no fun, but it's kind of a chore. It's not the most fun thing I've ever done in my life. All right, let's get out of here. See, like, and I charged in here, fought some elves for a while, and then as soon as I did that, I was in a lot of danger again, right? Because I didn't come back up to the kill hole right away. And it was kind of an interesting fight, but it wasn't the right thing to do in terms of, like, I want my character to win the game. You know, the right thing is to just, as much as possible, never be in danger. Why am I still working on summonings so much? Summonings is fine. Slow down on summonings. Let's just get some more spellcasting. Ugh. All these rust devils I don't like very much. So I would like, as I was saying, for the thing that Grunt and Wheels are trying to do to work, so that the right way to tackle Elf is fun and exciting. As opposed to being more like a... it's just sort of like an experience and loot pinata that you have to break open very slowly and carefully in order to get through it safely, which is not great. Right, I keep having to run halfway across the map. I find one monster. A Morning Star draining, huh? Well, all right, let's try to fight this in here. It's not going to shout, at least. Got him. And see, I would love to be able to just fight like one monster at a time here in the middle of Elf, the vault rather. But if you try to do that, they make noise and all the other elves here, and you end up with a bunch of elves all at once, which is the problem that you're trying to avoid with kill-holing. It's not so much fighting them in in that enclosed corridor, which is nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's not the main reason that you do the kill holing. Except maybe for Deep Elf Demonologists, where like preventing summoning is a big part of the benefit of kill holing. I just want to kill this Demonologist. Okay, there he goes. Now the Knights are probably not such a big deal. Well, this sort of is a big deal, isn't it? All right, well, we have 3 of these ice beasts to help out. Whoa! Bolt of Acid is serious business. Man. How do I get out of here? I could step northwest, but then if he chose to cast another spell at me, I might just die. I could cast Blink. Most of the places I could blink to are much safer than where I am now. I think that's fine. This is not great, but it's good enough, I think. Let's just zap some more heal wounds. Jeepers creepers. That one spell does so much more damage than anything else he ever does. Speaking of, let's actually heal up again in case he does it again. Let's drop this stupid Wand of Frost and Confusion. An excess Wand of Digging, which I guess I can just identify in a minute. That'll do, whatever. What is this? Wow. That's worth wearing immediately. I lose my Amulet of Reflection, you know, very sad, but the extra fire resist is just too good to pass up. And it means I can put on, like, well, a better ring, but right now I'm not carrying any. Like a Ring of Protection or something would be good. But I dropped my only Ring of Protection on the ground. Phial of Floods is cool. New book. Let's drop the Shield of Reflection too. Book of Burglary, no thanks. A Lamp of Fire is cool too. So we're picking up a lot of valuable evocables. So that's a good direction to go in also. Let's drop this Confusion. I have an excess cold and more lightning than I know what to do with. What's this ring? Awful. Gloves. I would lose 2 armor, and I think it's 3 dexterity. This video has gone on for like a million hours, hasn't it? Jeez, that's elf for you. Kind of slow. All right, so I want to try to wrap things up here, but I'd like to finish looting the end vault. It's not going to be a lot of fun to like start the next video on that. So I'd gain basically MR and a little MP. But I would lose some armor and some dexterity. Honestly, I have enough of MR and MP, so I'm not going to. But I guess if I wore it, then I could swap robes, but that would cost me even more. Oh, I don't need the robe because I have the amulet now. My fire resist is like max, or it's high anyway, so I don't need these gloves. All right, let's try to get out of here. Just I got this other half to go. Probably a couple monsters in here. Look at Cloud's already seen one. Sleeping. He slept through all that. +5 Ring of Dexterity. Great. I'll take it. Okay, what else is in this place? That's terrible. Remove it immediately. Put back on the Ring of Dexterity. A new ring again. Whoa, that is excellent. I don't mind the Star Corrode at all. I don't know which finger to put that on, but that's a great ring. Put it on, how much dexterity do I lose, or evasion? None? Oh, of course. I guess it's more a question of how much do I gain if I put it on instead of slaying. I gain 2. I think I'd rather have the 2 slaying than the 2 dexterity. So let's put that back on. And let's inscribe this new ring with, like, never take it off. That's so good. And so that's why Elf is just, like, so great. Guardian Spirit, whatever. Because you usually find 1 or 2 great pieces. Great upgrades. You don't always, but you know, that's the reason to come here, is that you hope that'll happen. And often it does. And I'm very happy with that new ring and amulet. They're both great. And let's just try to track down the last few monsters in Elf 3. Oh, that was a summoner. That's cool. I was like, Hellrats, what's going on? There's no Deep Elf summoners, but there are Deep Elf mages who have a summoning-focused spell set. So that was kind of fun. Flashback to the old Elf. It occurs to me I could have bribed Elf 3 actually as a Gozag guy. That that might have made the whole ordeal a lot more pleasant. Oh my gosh, I need to kill these stupid mages. One of them is abjuring my ice beasts, which I don't appreciate. But I also, like, I don't want to spend thousands of gold on Elf 3 when, like, you can just be patient and kill it without having to do that. Alright, we did it. We're done with Elf 3. I hope they change the patrolling behavior, because encouraging me to play like that is not something that Crawl likes to do. That was a trial. I hope you guys either enjoyed that or fast-forwarded through it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.